Some child actors don't just perform, they completely take over the screen. With fearless emotion, perfect timing, and surprising depth, these young stars left seasoned co-stars in the shadows. Whether delivering heartbreaking lines or commanding the scene with raw intensity, their talent was undeniable. They weren't just along for the ride, they became the heart of the film, proving that age has nothing to do with delivering a truly unforgettable performance. Roman Griffin Davis, Jojo Rabbit. At just 11 years old, Roman Griffin Davis made an unforgettable debut in Taika Waititi's dark comedy Jojo Rabbit. Taking on the complex role of Jojo, a young German boy raised on Nazi propaganda, Davis's character has his worldview shattered when he discovers that his mother is hiding a Jewish girl in their attic. It was a challenging character arc for any actor, especially a newcomer, but Davis delivered with a quiet intensity and maturity far beyond his years. Surrounded by a star-studded cast including Scarlett Johansson, Sam Rockwell, Stephen Merchant, and Taika Waititi himself, Davis managed to command attention with a performance that was both tender and powerful, often surpassing the veterans in emotional impact. Haley Steinfeld, True Grit. In the Coen brothers' True Grit, Haley Steinfeld portrayed 14-year-old Maddie Ross, a determined girl on a quest to bring her father's murderer to justice. Acting opposite Jeff Bridges, then fresh from an Oscar win, Steinfeld didn't just hold her ground, she delivered one of the film's standout performances. Her delivery of the script's sharp, period-specific dialogue was flawless, and her intense focus made every scene count. Steinfeld's deadpan humor and unwavering presence made her portrayal of Maddie feel both fearless and genuine. It was clear from the outset that she possessed the screen presence of a seasoned pro. Kirsten Dunst. Kirsten Dunst was just 11 years old when she played the role of Claudia in Interview with the Vampire, sharing the screen with Hollywood giants Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise. The role of Claudia, a young girl turned into a vampire and cursed to live eternally in a child's body, was emotionally complex and dark. Dunst, however, handled it with poise and nuance. Her portrayal captured the horror and confusion of her character's eternal childhood with haunting clarity. She brought a raw emotional energy to the film that added depth to its gothic tone. Her performance was so compelling that it earned her a Golden Globe nomination, setting a high bar for any young actor. Natalie Portman. Natalie Portman's screen debut in Léon, The Professional, is still regarded as one of the strongest film debuts ever. Playing Matilda, a 12-year-old girl who forms a close bond with a hitman after her family is killed, Portman handled the role's emotional weight with impressive skill. She brought a striking blend of innocence, anger, and vulnerability to the character. While Jean Reno and Gary Oldman gave powerful performances as the hitman and the film's unhinged antagonist, it was Portman who truly carried the film's emotional core. Her confidence and emotional depth at such a young age hinted at the remarkable career that was ahead of her. Shirley Temple. Long before modern child stars, Shirley Temple was the gold standard for young talent in Hollywood. In Bright Eyes, she played Shirley Blake, an optimistic orphan whose charm and cheerfulness touched everyone around her. Temple's performance was magnetic. Her infectious energy and natural stage presence made it impossible to look away. Even though she acted alongside seasoned performers like James Dunn and Lois Wilson, it was Temple who truly lit up the screen. Her popularity soared after the film, making her one of the biggest box office draws of the 1930s. Audiences came to the theater for her, and her on-screen magic made it clear why. Abigail Breslin. When Little Miss Sunshine premiered in 2006, its cast wasn't exactly packed with household names. While many had long and respected careers, they weren't seen as Hollywood heavyweights. But the real surprise came from 10-year-old Abigail Breslin, who instantly captured the spotlight with her performance as Olive, a quirky, hopeful young girl chasing a pageant crown. Despite her age, Breslin brought a refreshing sincerity and emotional depth to the role. Her portrayal was filled with heart, and her character became the emotional core of the entire story. Even seasoned actors like Greg Kinnear and Alan Arkin openly praised her work ethic and dedication. Although she didn't win the Oscar that year, Abigail proved she was more than just a child actor. She was the unforgettable force behind the film's magic. Macaulay Culkin in Home Alone. Macaulay Culkin may have had a few acting gigs before Home Alone, but stepping into the role of Kevin McAllister made him a household name. Surrounded by industry veterans like Joe Pesci and Daniel Stern, he easily could have been overshadowed, but that wasn't the case. Culkin brought a sharp wit and an oddly mature presence to his performance. performance, adding layers to what could have been a purely slapstick role. He handled the comedic beats with ease, showing a level of timing and charisma that far exceeded expectations for someone his age. By anchoring the movie with both mischief and heart, Culkin made it clear this was his film, and he was in total control of the screen from start to finish. Saoirse Ronan. Not every 12-year-old can walk onto a set with acclaimed actors like Keira Knightley and James McAvoy and walk away as the only one with an Oscar nomination. But Saoirse Ronan managed to do just that in Atonement, playing Bryony, a young girl whose misinterpretation of a romantic encounter sets off a tragic chain of events. Ronan delivered a performance that was both chilling and incredibly precise. Her cold, calculated expressions and commanding presence made her a standout, even when sharing the screen with far more experienced stars. Her character's actions shaped the entire story, and even after Ronan's role ended, her influence echoed throughout the rest of the film. It was a masterclass in subtle, haunting acting. Haley Joel Osment in The Sixth Sense. Bruce Willis was at the peak of his career when The Sixth Sense hit theaters, but even he couldn't outshine Haley Joel Osment. Playing a boy haunted by spirits, Osment displayed a quiet intensity and emotional depth that few adult actors could replicate. Every whispered line, every glance of fear, and every tear felt real. Osment brought an authenticity to the role that kept viewers locked in, scene after scene. His nuanced delivery gave the film its unforgettable tension and heartbreaking moments. Without ever overplaying the role, Osment managed to carry an entire psychological thriller on his small shoulders, a feat that left audiences and critics alike stunned. Anna Paquin in The Piano. In The Piano, a film centered around a woman who communicates only through music, and her daughter, young Anna Paquin, managed to rise above a cast that included Holly Hunter, Harvey Keitel, and Sam Neill. With no prior acting experience, Paquin delivered a performance bursting with emotion and confidence. She had more dialogue than any other character and held her own in every scene, often outshining the adults around her. It was a bold, fearless debut that shocked audiences and critics alike. Her captivating performance earned her an Academy Award, making her one of the youngest Oscar winners in history, and frankly, it was well deserved. These young talents didn't just impress, they redefined what it means to steal a scene. Their unforgettable performances proved that brilliance has no age limit. From emotional depth to commanding presence, they left a lasting impact on cinema. Which child star left the biggest mark on you? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more.